Yo, quick video. Listen, I'm aware. I understand that this video will not be geared towards most of you. This is a video that I wish existed before I came here. It's the video I looked for, hoping there was content on where I was going, kind of knowing that it wouldn't exist. But yeah, this is the video to help those coming behind me. So, Clear Air Force Station, Alaska. Let's check the audio on this. Beautiful. So yeah, Clear Air Force Station, Alaska. Never been here before. Never been this far north in my life. This is interesting, but I'm here now, and I've been here for roughly a week or so. Got here July 1st. Still don't have my car, waiting on that to be shipped. And I'll get into that later. But yeah, let's see who's checked in here. We got Bailey, 1950 was good. Mendoza was good. My boy Courtney Palmer, bro. Oh, man, it's been years. Bro. All right, so let's get into it. It's good, Hector. Couple things. We will start with, let me get my life together. All right, the area, the location, is a GSU, a geographically separated unit. The nearest gas station to where you'll be stationed at if you're coming here is roughly 30 to 45 minutes away. And that's the nearest commercial gas station that you could use for your own vehicle. There's a government gas station, but you cannot use it for your personal vehicle. It is for government vehicles. So if you come here, you must plan. Your vehicle issues must be addressed before you come here, because especially during the winter, which is what I'm anticipating. I've never been here during the winter. Never been this far north during the winter. You will not be able to play by ear once you get here. Preparation is your friend when you're this far away from civilization. I was in Fairbanks yesterday, which is the nearest major town, dare I say. There are many little rinky-dink, 7 to 10 populated, towns in between here and Fairbanks. But if you need to take care of business, you're going to be going to Fairbanks, essentially. So yeah, that's about an hour away. I believe that's to the south. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Fairbanks, Alaska. Has a Walmart, has a Fred Meyer's, which is equivalent to a Walmart, essentially. Starbucks, what have you. The restaurants, what have you. So yeah, you will be separated from civilization. Separated. It takes a while to get used to. The closest thing to relate it to is like a deployment. And honestly, to be more accurate, it's closer to a basic training environment, mainly because once you leave base, there are trees. It's just nature. It's hard to explain. Obviously, you'll see vlogs soon enough, but it's emptiness. It's wilderness. And so the things you're used to seeing outside, even a deployed location, such as like a civilized deployed location like a Qatar or Al Dafra, there's nothing out there. Like you walk out the gate and there's nothing out there. So you must plan. For that. A lot of us will be working through Austin Air Force Base for our personnel and our finance issues. For anything out processing related, Austin is where you'll be going. So just be mindful of those things. Austin, I believe, is about an hour and a half away from where we're at. The nearest military base to where we're at is, what's it called? Fort Wainwright. It's Army base, and that's in Fairbanks, Alaska. So if you need to go to a commissary, if you need to hit a hospital, if you need just to go to a military base, if you want to use their gym or, their amenities, that's the closest place, and that's in Fairbanks, Alaska. What else we got? So yeah, you want to plan when you get here. That's the main thing I've noticed so far, is that you need to plan when you are at a location like this. Amenities. What does this base have to offer? Well, you have a couple things. You have a full gym, which I was glad to see. A full gym that does not have a lat pull down, which is disappointing. But it has everything else. Has a stair climber, has treadmills, has bikes. It has a squat rack, leg press, what have you. It has everything, dumbbells, the whole nine. So that's good. Has a full gymnasium. You can hoop. I haven't noticed any hoopers around here. I guess they knew I was coming, but that's to be expected. People know I get buckets, so it's not even a thing anymore. There's a sauna, which is a pleasant surprise. There's a sauna. There's a BX. This BX it's a shopette. Let me correct myself. It's a shopette. We have a shopette here. It's about the size of your living room, and it has the basics. It has the essentials. It has the last minute, shaving cream, or it has alcohol. Do not expect it to carry anything that you wouldn't expect the local gas station to carry. It's essentially a gas station without the gas. So just be mindful of that. One thing they do not carry is full-size towels. Be mindful of that. And I'll get into that in a minute. It's a BX shopette. It's a very small shopette. Very nice lady that works there. She's very helpful. She can order things for you if you need be, but I will rely on Amazon. Amazon does deliver here, by the way. Shout out Amazon, by the way. I've been deployed. I've been here, and Amazon's been coming through. I cannot imagine serving without technology. I don't know how people deployed without Wi-Fi and cell phones, and it's different. I'm grateful. All right. So those are the amenities. Well, we have a DFAC. DFAC is open 3 times a day. It's not a Keesler. It's not a San Antonio. It's not anything to shout about, but it's sufficient. It works. I got my plate in here. I've been breaking bread. It works. So take advantage of that. Breakfast is bomb. Everything else is kind of hit and miss, but we're grateful here. They only accept cash. We've looked into getting debit and credit, and it's been looked into. And as the resource advisor here, we're going to look more into it because I'm tired of using cash for stuff. It's 2020, so let's govern ourselves accordingly. Anyway, so there's that. Other things that would not be considered amenities but are available would be like a polar bar. It's a bar. As military individuals, we have to have our liquid refreshments, and so that is available. Although they do operate off the AFI, so there's certain drinks that contain too much alcohol content, and we would not be able to participate in because it's just too much. Who else is that? No, I'm gonna look at the comments in a second. Let me get through this. I'm gonna look at the comments in a second. What else we got? All right, let's get into the rooms. We live in quads. 4 people to a quad, if you will. So there's 4 bedrooms, 1 common area, which includes a kitchen, full-size kitchen, stove, full-size fridge, which is cool. I don't cook personally, so I won't be utilizing that. But it's available if you decide to break bread and go in one good time. So that's available. It's a tiny little seating area. Don't expect much from it. It's mostly single individuals that live here, although a lot of people here are married. So if your family did come to visit, as long as they have IDs, they can come on base. It's not like a deployed environment where it's that deep. But just be mindful of that. It's not the most spacious living arrangements, although our bedrooms are pretty big, smaller than what I had at Andrews when I was in the dorms. But it's quite efficient. And you'll see a dorm tour at some point. I tend to line my furniture along the walls, so it makes it look bigger. So just be mindful of that. The rooms, they come with full kitchens and your own full bathroom. Let us give praise for that. Sharing a bathroom is the only issue I had with living in the dorms, is because I just don't have the time for it. I'm so busy that the time that it takes for me to share a bathroom is just it's unauthorized. It's just not. I don't have time for it. You hear me? So I'm glad to have my own full bathroom with a bathtub. You hear me? A full bathtub. I can't fit in it, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought. We're grateful. We're grateful for a full bathroom that is our own. That's dope. What else? Twin beds. Not full, not queen, not king, but twin beds. If you roll over with any intent to remain on the bed, you are delusional. You hear me? I put my bed against the wall so I can have that little added extra inch or so. Also I have that one side that I know I can roll to and I won't die if I fell off the bed. So we're grateful for that. This room is awkward. It's the heating vents are against the wall, so you can't put your bed against it because you'll drop your phone off the side, food. It's a whole thing. Again, I'll try to explain that in the dorm room, or in the dorm tour rather. What else we got? Twin beds. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Walk-in closets. Plenty of space for clothes I don't have, shoes I don't have. But we're grateful anyway. We're grateful. You hear me? Great for storage. Walk-in closets, like I feel like there's space in there. You can walk in there and kind of do a little twirl. Plenty of space. Real estate. Obviously in the state of Alaska, there's plenty of real estate for everything. It's space. Free Wi-Fi on the base, so it's almost like a deployed environment. The Wi-Fi is not fast by any means, so it's sufficient enough to get your text messages in. It's sufficient enough to scroll through your random social medias, but don't expect to do much work with this Wi-Fi. If you're a gamer, if you're a streamer, it works for Netflix, works for Hulu, so it works in that aspect. But if you're trying to play video games, if you're streaming like myself, I could not do that on the base Wi-Fi. I had to upgrade my Wi-Fi, which that is a great thing to have because you have the option. Shout out to Alaska Communications. We were able to access their Wi-Fi, and I bought the most expensive package, which I believe is $70. So be mindful of that. You got money to blow up here, so $70 is a small price to pay, but we're grateful. You hear me? We're grateful. Let's see. We're going through this list quite efficiently. I'm grateful. What's there to do that is fun on this base? Well, people. And I'll rephrase. The only fun things to do are with people, I guess. And of course, you can read between the lines, but also just in general, generally speaking, you're going to want to engage with the people around you because there are roughly, and this is the average, about 35 active duty Air Force here. 35 active duty. And then the rest are guard, civilian, or contractor. The guard, no, they're a lot more lax than active duty for obvious reasons. And you live in Alaska and you're at a GSU, and it's just different. It's different. But yeah, you're going to want to mingle. You will not survive for a year by yourself trying to do it alone. I tried it deployed. I made it about 3 months before, sparks start flying. So you're going to want to engage. You're going to want to volunteer. You're going to say yes to the invites that people give you, because if people aren't being kind to you, if they invite you, they see you, you look different, you haven't been here, you're going to recognize people that are not from here. You're going to see them ASAP. Like, yo, you trying to hang out, you play Uno, you want to go lift, you want to hoop, saying yes will keep you sane here. So you want to rely on people. Again, I mentioned the polar bar, which is, I believe Wednesday nights is when we take the cup unto ourselves and we partake of the substance that we dare not speak of. But that is there as well. So Wednesday nights, don't be a loner. Don't be in your room. You don't got to drink, but come mingle. Come mingle. They have dope DiGiorno pizzas from the local, grocery store. So we'll take part in those because those are fire, and the defect does not meet our needs in that area. So we're mindful of that. And then we have the day rooms for the gamers, or just places to hang out, places to read. There are big flat screens everywhere that don't get much work, honestly. So if you want to play or hang out in the local areas, you have that option. And then now we're down to just the tips. The tips of what I would offer to those who are coming here. I'm surprised I have 17 people watching this about a base that they've probably never been to, or I don't know. I find it interesting. Anyway, number one, bring your car. Do not play games with Alaska. I've been here for about a week, and I have complete respect for the land and the state of Alaska. Do not try to walk anywhere off base. You're not going to make it. I saw one moose already. It was for like 5 seconds. I saw a moose, a rabbit, and a little, what's it called? A little groundhog. And then the ravens or crows, they're about the size of this trash can. Like they're they're like puppies. Everything's bigger here. You know, people speak of Texas being the goat in that aspect. Alaska is different up here. We're not here to play games. You know, you guys know I love hiking. I've not been hiking since I've been here. We take great caution with the great wilderness that is Alaska. So bring your car. If you need to travel somewhere, you want the option. There are government vehicles here, but they're not for grabs. They're not, you know, at your leisure. They are for essential purposes. So just be mindful of that. If you're like me and you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to go see things, you want to go, you know, just be out and about, you're gonna need your car. You need your car. Speaking of cars, you're gonna want to make sure it's prepped, winterized, if you will, for what is, I guess, at its extremes, negative 60-degree weather during the winter. Again, this is all theoretical from my experience because I've just never seen that. I've never been up here before. But I hear that winter's coming, and we will be prepared. I will be prepared for those type of times when they get here. But yeah, just be mindful of that preparation. If you have time, prepare. You know, look into like battery blankets and block heaters and things of that nature. I'm not saying go ham. It's only for a year, and winter is not going to be that long. But it's very harsh from what I hear. It's very harsh. It's very cold. So you want to be prepared. I ordered about $300 worth of clothes today alone, just because I can't wear hoodies year round up here. Like, I'm gonna take an L. So just be mindful of that. Bring your car, prepare it. If you know you need tires, don't wait till you get up here. If you have a check engine light, don't wait till don't play games with Alaska. You hear me? I'll leave that alone. Get your address and use Amazon to handle a bulk of your shopping. Meaning, again, prepare. Before I came up here, I got my address from my sponsor. Shout out my boy. He gave me my address. It was the right address. There's a small mailroom here, but it is sufficient. It works just like any other apartment. Has a person working in there, and they can receive your packages for you. Make sure you use the proper address and the proper stop, STOP, which is your mailbox, essentially. So when you send things, it'll be like stop 20, stop 5, stop 7, etc. And that's where you'll send your Amazon products. My advice: use Amazon to send one small little package, like a pack of gum or something, and just see if it arrives in proper location. Have your sponsor, follow up and see if it arrived. Obviously, it's not much error here in terms of we lost your package. We took it to Clear Air Force Station and we don't know where it is. Well, it's somewhere on base. Somebody either stole it, hopefully not, but you get the point. Don't gamble with large products like TVs. Gamble with, a pack of socks or something. Send it up here. Make sure it gets here. What else? Yeah, I mentioned towels and toiletries. This place does have body wash and deodorant, etc. But there's no towels. So just be mindful of that. You may have to borrow one if you don't prepare. But luckily, I had my boy Flores show love. Got me a towel before I was able to go back to Fairbanks and load up. Once again, Fairbanks is an hour away. It's an hour away. That's the nearest major town with a Walmart, post office. There's a gas station closer, but they will get you on the prices because of the law of leverage and convenience and anticipation, all that. They have you because you're in the middle of nowhere. You're going to pay what they charge. So just be mindful of that. If you're leaving Fairbanks to come to here, you're going to want to get gas before you leave. You want to stay half a tank or full, especially for what I hear about these winters. Don't get caught asleep. Don't caught lacking. So what else we got? Cell phone service. I have Verizon. And this is why I took issue with the area of Alaska and this base and this location. I have Verizon. You hear me? I just upgraded to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Fresh off the assembly line. Brand spanking new. Upgraded to the 5G service, $90 a month. And I have not used any data since I've been here. Zero data since I've been here because there is no service for the most expensive phone service in the United States. We'll let that marinate for a while. The most expensive cell phone service in the U.S. cannot get your boy's service here. So be mindful of that. I hear AT&T is the GOAT. I haven't heard nothing about Sprint. So all these commercials, they capping it. Every last one, they talking all this mess, man. But when you test them in the wilderness, you get no love. So just be mindful of that. Verizon did not show up. So there's that. Wi-Fi will be your form of service. I just lowered my plan down to 5 gigs. I have 5 gigs of data, mainly because of just the price. I won't be using the data. I can't use the data here. I use Wi-Fi. So I poured the remaining, roughly, well, I'm still spending a grip for 5 gigs, but essentially I'm paying for texting and minutes. But yeah, I did upgrade to the fastest Wi-Fi or Ethernet, essentially what I use. But Wi-Fi internet service, I upgraded to that. I'm paying $70 for the fastest version of that. And then for my phone, we get by with what we can until we're able to, send for help. So yeah, depending on your cell phone service, you may or may not have service here, which is unfortunate. And then lastly, and I'll get to these comments. Do not play with Alaska, people. We live in a world. We live in a world where it's dangerous. Simply put, we live in a world where it's dangerous. Alaska being probably the top of that list, just in terms of what's naturally occurring. Most of us are adults, but you still have adults who like to play with nature and with gravity and with bears and moose, and I'm gonna chase stuff and tornadoes, and I'm gonna chase that with a camera. Anyway, you get the point. Leave stuff alone. Leave stuff alone. If you know you can't swim, stay out the water. If you know you ain't got no gun, don't be chasing no bears. Don't be trying to get close to them, because I'm not saving you. I am not saving you. Nature is real out here. It's real out here. Driving on some of these roads, they're not protected by guardrails, so you don't have a lot of room for error. Where you may just you hit some of the sides of these you hit the side of these roads, and you may be apparently there was one guardrail up and it's replaced by wood now, but it was a whole tractor trailer went down the hill because he was just playing games. He's playing games, so or for whatever happened, and he died, which is unfortunate. But yeah, just remember where you're at. Again, all along the roads, to and from Fairbanks, there's no cell phone service for the most expensive cell phone service in the United States of America. Verizon has no cell phone service unless there's civilization. Essentially, there's a place called Healy, Alaska, which is where the nearest gas station is, opposite direction of Fairbanks. So it's on one side of the base, and on this side you have Fairbanks, and in the middle you have Clear. Well, there's cell phone service here, cell phone service in Fairbanks, and the Army location and all that, which is a major city. There's a college here. I believe it's the University of Alaska. So yeah, there's cell phone service there, cell phone service here. Nothing in between. Nothing in between. If your car breaks down, you get a flat tire, you're on your own. You're not calling tow trucks. Probably the only case you'll probably be all right of this, you have, I believe it's AT&T, mainly because I believe they just put like a tower out here to accommodate or whatever. But do not plan for that. Do not plan for as they say, for like cameras that come out. Don't plan for firmware updates. No, you buy a product for what it is now. Plan for Alaska the way it is now. There's no cell phone service coming from me, so just be mindful of that. Anyway, let's get to these comments. I do love New York, Bailey. I do love New York. I believe I spoke to most of these people. Was good. Almighty Moreland was Hannon. Good to be back, Raven. Good to be back. Sometimes it takes you getting out of the big city to get back to the foundation, the basics, small things. How much longer you got till you're out? I believe you're probably referring to the Air Force. I don't know. The contract ends in 2022. I'll probably be extending, not re-enlisting, but extending. Courtney Palmer, appreciate your deep knowledge of all this. Hey, appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Technology is a must. That's the only thing I carried in my carry-on was was tech, laptop, cameras, all that. I'm caught lacking. What else we got? Hey, I'm in Alaska too. Eielson to be exact. Chris Perry, listen, I recognize your name. I'll check my DMs and see what we was talking about, but we're gonna have to get up. We have to link. Give me a tour around Eielson. Yeah, Sosa, I'll definitely be there. I'm waiting on my car to do all the exploring. So as far as going to Eielson or going to, the local, I've already been to Wainwright a couple times. I haven't been to their gym yet. That'll be probably one of the first things I do is, Saturday morning, see if they hooping, bring buckets with me. So I, just let them know I'm here. Liquid refreshment, you hear me? We don't play games up here. You guys already know I got the Henny up here. Safekeeping, we keep a little something in the room. Yeah. Stop repeating most of these. What's the best Air Force base? That's a very difficult question. It's like asking what is the biggest rock. It's relative. I don't know. Personally, to me, the best Air Force base would probably be one I haven't been to. Probably something related to Germany. To me, the way I rate bases are how long I'm there, which are like where I'm at currently is a short tour. So I rate bases based on my ability to leave and know when I'm leaving. So like here, I know I'm leaving in a year, so I can maximize while I'm here. It makes the experience better when you know when you're leaving. Kind of like basic training, you're leaving 8.5 weeks. Tech school, when you're leaving when you graduate. So I enjoy knowing when I'm leaving. So that goes in my rating system. But in terms of location, DC was a dope base, mainly due to its location on the East Coast, 3 hours from New York City, 2 hours from Philly. I don't know what else what in terms of entertainment. What else would you want? You live in DC, you can go to Philly in 2 hours, be in New York City in 3 hours. There's not. That was very dope. I want to go to Germany. Be in the heart of that area, Central Europe and whatnot. What else we got? Bro, who talking trash, bro? Ain't nobody hooping me nowhere, bro. I took 0 L's. You hear me? The pandemic is being taken seriously. It's just think of if you're in the middle of nowhere, there's no reason to be as cautious due to location. We just don't have the traffic that, like, let's say I had at the Pentagon. There's way more traffic at the Pentagon than you would have in a major city in Alaska. So this base being an hour from civilization has almost no traffic. So it's a little more relaxed. We're still wearing masks and stuff. We still taking, cautions, washing our hands, all that, but it's not as deep. I believe there was like 10 cases of coronavirus allegedly in the whole state of Alaska, and most of it's open. I go to Walmart without a mask. I can go into, Fred Meyer's, Starbucks. I can go all these places without mask on. But again, it's at your own risk. What else we got? I was about to leave for BMT this month, but I changed my mind last minute. Your videos helped me a lot, though, so I stay watching. Bruh, why you back out? Why you change your mind, bruh? I appreciate you watching, man. I hope you didn't back out because of fear. I hope it was a rational decision. A rational decision, something you won't regret. What's going on? What's going on, Ray? I am 32 right now. I'm planning on joining the Air Force, but in 2 years because I have a lot of weight to lose. Anyway, I need to hit the reset button on life to start over. Listen, Anthony Footman, it does not take 2 hours, or 2 years rather, to lose weight. There's something called Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law basically speaks to if you set an amount of time on a project or a given task, it will take you just about all of that time to accomplish that task. So if you set I have 10 years to become a millionaire, it'll probably take you 10 to 15 years to do it. If you set 2 years to lose weight, it'll probably take you 2 years or longer, or not at all, to lose that weight. If I set a project for myself, by the end of the day, I need to have this done. It'll be done by the end of the day, essentially. It's something I give advice, or it's something the advice I give to my supervisor when I was at the Pentagon, to utilize just in general. If you have an airman and you tell them, I need this test done by the end of the day, they'll have it done. But they will take the entire day to do it. If you say, I need this before lunch, you'll have it before lunch. If you say, I need this before the hour is up, before 10 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, you'll have it in an hour. So essentially set tighter time restraints, and you'll see that the productivity, increases. There's a question, I believe, was it Eric Thomas? It was Gary Vee? I don't know. Somebody asked the question, what would this project look like if I only had 6 months to do it? If I had less time to accomplish this, what would this look like? And you'll notice that your mind will find a way to get it done. So it's a lot harder when it requires discipline, because it's you that has to do it. Moment honesty, this is what I'm doing right now. I have 1 year to lose weight. It's gonna probably take me the entire year, but it is what it is. So if you think you need 2 years to do it, by all means, but it doesn't take 2 years. It doesn't take a year for me. It doesn't take a year. Like, I got food next to me. 75% of it is not healthy, so I'm gonna put it in the trash. Matter of fact, I'll do that now. I have accountability. Oh, some good stuff right there. And we got one more. This live stream is all right. We got some chicken in this one. Put in the trash. All right. We're gonna have a protein shake before we go to bed. All right. That's the value of accountability. Just having you guys right here, it's a lot easier to demonstrate something than if I was just by myself in my room. Anyway, let's get through the rest of these comments. My dad was born in Germany base. Interesting. John reserves at 35. That's what's up, Brent. Dang, Corey, they do you like that, man? Yo, Raymond, I'm within the strike zone to lose the last bit of weight. Was 350 plus, dropped to 260. I'm working 3 jobs. Hey, I see you, bro. I see you. I mean, 350 is a lot. I mean, congrats on whatever you're doing to do that and work 3 jobs. No, that's commendable. Keep doing it. Lose 200 pounds. Yeah, you got some work. Definitely look up some videos by Jason Fung. Jason Fung on long-term fasting. Interesting stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but just look it up, watch the videos, develop your own opinion of it. It makes a lot of sense. Very rational arguments on things like diabetes and heart disease, obesity. He makes a lot of sense when he talks just about simply not eating, and the science and the physiology behind it makes a lot of sense. I do a lot of it. I do long-term fasting most days. Anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a day, I'll be fasting. It's therapeutic. I enjoy it. So something about Jason Fung, Fung. I've been following you for a couple years. Your vids helped me realize the military wasn't for me. I can be very successful outside the military. Hey, Giuliani, that's real. That's real. It's something I think about quite often. Just waking up, just going about my business, but it's something to think about, because I ask myself, how did I get here in Anderson, Alaska? 27 years old. It's interesting. We all have a path, and it's decision making. A lot of times we blame fate and we blame other people and our parents, and there may be some truth to that. Who knows? But our decisions is what we have control of, and so shout out to you for making a decision. I'm sure it wasn't easy, but you made a decision. So now we make moves from that. So shout out to you. Finally got my MEP state. Shout out O'Connor, Auto Glass. They blocked your comment, bro. You gotta stop all that swearing. I'm gonna show it. Yeah. Hey, second chances. Second chances. Take advantage of them. Take advantage of second chances. Opportunity is not cyclical. Opportunities do not come in waves. They come when they come. And when they're gone, they're gone. So, just be mindful of that. Anyway, that's the video. This video will be very valuable to those who are coming here because it's what I wish I had before I came here. A couple more comments. Which should I join, Army or Air Force? Air Force, baby. I don't know. It's a decision you got to make. Decision you got to make. Go watch some Army videos. People that are in the Army, watch my videos. Watch another airman's videos, and develop a opinion, a perspective, and then make a decision. But for my opinion, for my biased existence, Air Force. I would not choose any other branch. If I did, it would probably be the Marines, just because I'm all or nothing. I'm luxury or rest. I don't do anything in between. So I chose luxury. This room is pretty nice. I'm not gonna hold you. This room is pretty nice. Raymond, my brother, I was in a dark place back in the day. Watched your videos and contemplated joining a branch. Got a job with a tech company making stacks. It's good to see my friend. Hey, shout out to you, Sebastian. I'm glad you got out of that dark place. We've all been there. Trust me. Trust me. We have all been in that dark place. It does. It pops up every now and then. Trust me. Like a lot of my videos have come out of a dark place. A lot of my videos have come from a dark place, from being in a dark place, from being newly exited a dark place. It happens. So shout out to you for not giving up, because trust me, that option is usually the first to come. Most people, they'll look at their options and what I have to do, what opinions, am I weighing in my mind, or other opinions, or friends and family. And a lot of people just see the give up button and they gravitate. It pulls them. But shout out to you for keep going. Shout out to you for keeping going, man. All right. You guys have any questions or comments that you desperately need me to read or answer, DM me or leave a comment or something. But that's the video. Shout out to everyone who's on their way here. One day we'll arrive here. Hope this video is valuable to you in some way or another. I don't think I've left anything out. Mosquitoes. Hopefully, if you're here during the winter, they'll be dead, but they are here, and they are big. They are big. Spiders. I took care of that. I got some juice from Walmart, so we got something for them. But yeah, it's interesting. It's one of the most interesting places I've ever been to. It's a mix of basic training and a mix of deployment. I don't know, but one thing it has taught me since I've been here is to lean on people, because that's why they're with you. That's the value of a human, if you will, is to be interactive with humans. And take the limits off your mind. And because they play video games, I can't be friends with them, or because they're outdoorsy and they love snowboarding, and I play basketball, or that's not me. I choose to be distant. No, it's a mistake. It's a mistake. So be mindful of that when you come here. Be open-minded. Say yes to everything. If you get invited somewhere, invited to a barbecue, invited to go fishing, invited on a boat trip, ATV ride, on a hike, to the bar, to the next door room, to hang out downstairs and just watch TV, say yes. Say yes. You'll be surprised the relationships you can build from that, the experiences you get exposed to. You'll be surprised. So that's the video. I will see y'all in the next video. And y'all have a good night.